we can finally say it. The NBA regular season is about to get underway. And here at 2K Sports, we couldn't be happier. This is Kevin Harlan. I'll be joined by Greg Anthony, Tim Legler, and we'll be hearing from our reporter, Allie LaForce, in the sidelines as well. And the upcoming schedule for the Mavericks. On Wednesday, they'll be playing against Victor Wembanyama and the San Antonio Spurs. And then on Friday, they'll host the Washington Wizards.
And you know, for that matchup with Oklahoma City, that's a contest that I'll keep an eye on. That'll be the 5th time they take to the floor, and they want to get off to a quick start.
And now Washington's starting group. In the backcourt, it's Carrington and McCollum. Chris Middleton is out there with Alexander Song. And it's Koulibaly in at the small forward. And for the Mavericks, the 4 and 5, it's Davis and Lively. Sliding in at the wing positions will be Thompson and Flagg. And it's Russell in at the 1 spot. Oh, there's hope in the smell of hardwood in the air, Tim, which means it's time to tip off a new NBA season.
Yeah, Kevin, the excitement is in the air because it counts starting tonight. We heard all the previews, new faces, new places. We're through the preseason. Now we finally get to see how it's going to play out.
So glad you've joined us. This is going to be a lot of fun.
It is great to be here, Kevin. Can't wait.
And so it's the Wizards getting on the board first. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
And he quickly picks up his first foul. That's something to be aware of.
Here's Carrington. He's guarded by Russell. And it's Carrington missing. Flagg with it. Lays it up and banks it in.
Hard to keep up with an athletic rookie like Flagg. He's ready to outrun everybody.
On the wing, Carrington. He's guarded by Russell. Back to McCollum. Koulibaly with a screen on Thompson. Just 5 on the clock. Pulls it up. McCollum, no good.
Well, the defense was daring him to take that shot, and it paid off.
Thompson passes to Lively, and stolen by Song. Inside, here's Middleton, and he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
And we talk about Middleton's accurate shooting often, but they're reminding us of his dunking ability as well.
Pass to Davis. Lively is screen on Middleton. Davis, the pass to Lively. And they're on the break. Poked loose. It's stolen by Davis. And Sarr pulls it down.
And even though he didn't get a piece of that shot, you love the pressure he puts on the shooter.
And sometimes that's all you need to do to force that miss.
Now here's Middleton. Pass to Sarr. Good, and the assist goes to Middleton.
Showing some strength on that finish. Sarr just pushing through that contact.
Russell passes to Davis. Back to Russell. Some nice passing here by Dallas. Russell sets a screen for Flagg. To the paint. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
An active competitor. Russell won't go down without a fight, especially around the rim.
And this is the second full season for Brian Keefe as head coach of the Wizards.
Even in a rebuild, setting culture matters. Keefe's approach, accountability, teaching, and no shortcuts.
And the big fella Alex R showing promise. Greg especially at the defensive end of the floor.
Yeah, I mean, great mobility for a 7-footer. That's invaluable for a big man in today's game, and has the makings of a modern offensive game as well.
Daniel Gafford's checked in for Derek Lively. Czar, no good on the free throw. And Tim, watching Alex Czar, it's clear he can be a defensive game changer.
Well, his versatility is what jumps out at you, Kevin. Able to guard the three-point line and protect the rim. He's everything you want in a shot blocker. Timing, length, and verticality.
Now here is Davis, and he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
And checking out the numbers for C.J. McCollum. He had a strong showing last season. Averaged 21 points a game, 4 assists, and 3 rebounds. And you look at the numbers he's been putting up, fantastic scoring production from him.
Well, they have leaned on him offensively, and he has provided points pretty much every time they've needed him.
McCollum with the ball. He's covered by Thompson. Pass to Koulibaly. Back to McCollum. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
Well, it looked like the defense was there for the challenge, but C.J. McCollum showing you his ability to fight through that.
Thompson for the triple. Nailed from three-point land.
How about 3 of 4 from the floor to start? That's always a good sign.
McCollum outside. To the wing on the left. Saw the pass to McCollum. Over Thompson. It's rebounded by Dallas. And, of course, game 1 of the season gives them their first real look at the Wizards.
Yeah, faced off twice last season, and it was a split between the two teams.
Well, both teams struggled to be competitive overall last year, but at least their season series was.
Now, here is Russell, following the miss by C.J. McCollum. And it's flag missing. At the elbow, it's Czar. And Davis pulls it down.
Oh, that's a golden opportunity to finish on the break, and he blows it.
Can't believe he missed that. Looked like a loss of focus.
An emphatic LU jam.
And there's the power Davis gives you up front. He is a terrific lob partner.
Here's Carrington. He's guarded by Russell. Davis against Middleton. And Davis sends it back.
That is tremendous work by Davis right there. Guys better think twice about challenging him at the rim.
In transition, here come the Wizards. And he dunks it down.
Changing ends quickly. He's rewarded with the high percentage look.
And they are showing you why it's so important to get up the floor before the defense can set themselves.
Davis with a screen on McCollum. Thompson for 3. It's rebounded by Koulibaly. Wizards leading by 4. And it's McCollum in the corner. Pass to Middleton. For the 3. It's rebounded by Dallas.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
And count it, the shot is good. He'll go to the free throw line.
That is great concentration by Davis. He had a man all over him.
And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the Wizards.
They're really mucking things up for the opposition, racking up steal after steal, just not letting them develop any kind of offensive rhythm.
And then there's the points off turnovers. They've really made the other team pay when they've lacked ball security.
And over 3 years in high school, Anthony Davis shot up from being 6'2" to 6'10". But, Greg, he brought those guard skills with him.
And, Kevin, that transformation as a pro also significant. Adding over 30 pounds to his frame. And with his wingspan over 7'5", he is a physical presence. Oh, that's some fancy ball handling right there. Since when does he take guys off the dribble?
Thompson outside. Outside, Davis. And the layup's good off the glass. Davis has got 7 points. Washington has gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Middleton outside. And it's Flag with the rebound.
Yeah, he has had a hard time finding rhythm this quarter. Just cannot get one to go.
And Gafford throws it down.
You know, he's smaller for the center position by NBA standard, but his leaping ability more than makes up for his lack of height.
And Brian Keefe wants a timeout. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. Washington comes in for Flag. And it's Marshall in for D'Angelo Russell. Corey Kispert's checked in for the Wizards. Johnson comes in for Carlton Carrington. Pass to Kispert. And here is Johnson. Kispert, the pass to Middleton. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And here's McCollum for 3. A three-pointer is right on target. He has 5.
Well, you're talking about a guy who's about 40% from deep over the course of his career. C.J. McCollum has been doing this at a high level for a long time. That's a great look. His teammate was on the move, but he put it right where it needed to be.
McCollum outside. Some solid defense from Gafford.
The defense doing just enough there to affect that shot.
Deflects the pass. Stolen by Middleton. Pass to McCollum. And the rejection by Gafford. Now, here's Marshall. Defended by Kispert. They grab their own miss. Davis finds Marshall. And the bucket is good. Three-point play chance here for him. So Gafford will go to the free throw line. It goes on C.J. McCollum. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for Dallas?
And they've set the tone from the jump. They're looking to pound it inside and score in the paint.
And their ball movement has been next level. When your team is playing unselfishly like this, that is tough to beat.
And that one falls for Gafford. And we've got our 2K insider, Shams Charania, on the line. Shams, what's the story?
Well, I'm told the Mavericks will be without the services of All-Star Kyrie Irving to begin this season, but many felt they did very well to secure D'Angelo Russell on a team-friendly deal as a stopgap at the point guard position. His shot creation is a very, very good fit for this roster.
Yep, more than capable. And Shams, we appreciate the report.
Well, that's the definition of versatility right there. C.J. McCollum can score from anywhere on the floor.
Thompson looking for an opening. To the middle. Here's Davis. Oh, he jams it right over Alex Sarr.
That was filthy. When Davis hammers it down, you feel the impact from here.
I'd like to thank AT&T for bringing us that spectacular look from their connected cam. Wizards trail by 3. Here's McCollum. He's got 7. Pass to Middleton. Now Sarr, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. That one on Davis.
And the length of Sarr is a lot to deal with. Sometimes the defense has to foul.
The Wizards shooting their second and third free throws tonight. first free throw is good. You know, so much turmoil for the Mavericks last season, GA. Despite that, they were a win away from making the playoffs.
Yeah, they battled valiantly. But to go from the 2024 NBA Finals to the lottery, obviously disappointing. They're looking to make amends this season.
Catching up on the changes for Dallas. Christie, he's checked in for Thompson. And it's Williams in for Davis. Both free throws good from Song.
One big thing you love about Alex Sarr, he's got that 7'4" wingspan, and as he gets older, he'll fill out that frame, plus add to his game.
Now, here's Washington. Hasn't made one yet. Here's Gafford, and Gafford throws it down.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. Sarr with it, covered by Gafford. Stolen by Washington. Gafford against Sarr. Gafford misses.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint.
There's 45 seconds left in the first. Johnson, the pass to Sarr. Gafford with the ball. And it's Johnson picking him up. Gafford kicks to Williams. And here is Gafford. He's got 7. Over in the corner, Christie. On the clock. Here's Marshall. Money from the wing. And the Mavericks lead by 5.
That's great use of the bounce pass in that situation to make sure the ball got there.
Johnson attacking. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. Washington inside. And no good on the last second attempt this time. Anthony Davis firing on all cylinders for the Mavericks. He comes away with 11 points in the quarter and is showing no signs of fatigue. We've got more in store for you right after this. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Mavericks?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
And that's where their advantage is. Throw the ball inside, make it difficult for the defense to make some decisions.
So with Davis sitting on the bench, here's the 5 for Jason Kidd right now. Big man on the floor for him. It'll be Washington and Gafford. Christie is out there with Hardy. And it's Marshall in at the 3, the small forward. Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thank you. Mavericks coach Jason Kidd addressing the upset over trading away Luka Doncic, and Kidd said he did everything he was supposed to do for the city and the team, but things change. Now we are being judged on the change. If you don't like it, then you have to get out of this business. Back to you.
Winning sure cures all, doesn't it? All right, Allie, we thank you very much. So it's Washington now, following the score by Dallas. No coverage that time. George has got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Down low, here's Gafford, and Gafford throws it down.
Just playing with poise and confidence, and they continue to put points on the board.
I love their approach tonight. They are hitting at a really high percentage.
Now, here's Johnson. Still yet to score. The Mavericks pull it in. Gafford's got rebound number 5 here tonight.
And they continue to control the glass.
Screen by Gafford. Releases from 15. Christie can't make it.
Well, that's a shot he should make a majority of the time.
On the wing, Johnson. From 15 feet away, off the left rim and out. Dallas leading by 9. Over in the corner, Christie. A three-pointer off the mark. Washington's gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Bagley the pass to Johnson. Outside, George. Pass to Whitmore. Over Marshall. And that one's good, Whitmore. Tim, when you think of the players, which players come to mind as setting the bar for a high basketball IQ?
LeBron James certainly at the top of the list. Nikola Jokic, I would put Luka Doncic in that category as well. IQ means you have the ability to understand defenses and where your 4 teammates are at all times.
And for some it's natural, and for some they probably got to work at it, correct?
You got to work on it, but I think it's critical if you really want to separate yourself from the rest of the pack.
A different look for Dallas, and Anthony Davis is checked in for Max Christie. Clyde comes in for Marshall, and it's Russell in for Hardy. And then for Washington, Koulibaly, he's checked in for Marvin Bagley. McCollum comes in for Whitmore, and Carlton Carrington subbed in for Johnson. Here's Gafford, and Gafford throws it down.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Here's Carrington. He's guarded by Russell. Pass to George. Here's Kispert. George dishes to Kispert. Shot clock at 5. The tray. And it's flagged with the rebound. Mavericks leading by 9. Washington inside. He's guarded by McCollum. Traps in the tray. Flag's got 5 now.
And they're right around 50% for the game on their threes, and they've only gotten better as the game's gone on.
Here's Koulibaly. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket.
They found some room there along the baseline. Some space at the rim. Goes right up and puts it in without resistance.
Pass to Davis. To the paint. Stolen by George. Now here's Kispert. Still scoreless. McCollum against Russell. Now here's McCollum. Defense is right there. Yep, that one goes.
Look at McCollum just going to work. So good at using his creativity to find shots inside.
You know, Jim, throughout his career, C.J. McCollum has been the model of consistency.
Well, you can count on him to get you 20 with efficient shooting, Kevin. We've seen it now for over a decade, and I love his calm, steady demeanor. It stabilizes his team.
Now, here's Kispert, following the miss by Anthony Davis. Now, Koulibaly. Pass to Carrington. 6 to shoot. And it's Kispert in the corner. No good on the 3. Dallas leading by 8. Outside, Russell. Dallas moving the ball around. Gafford sets the pick for flag. Spins. Pass to Washington. Russell fires away from way outside. Dallas no good that time either. And so it's McCollum. He'll bring it up for Washington. Koulibaly with it. Here's Carrington. Kispert kicks to McCollum. Misses the 3. So for Dallas, their last game a win against the Lakers. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. And, Tim, you think about rim-running centers. Daniel Gafford typifies that type of player.
Yeah, Kevin, he's a great finisher. He knows when to dive at the rim. And what you like with Gafford is that he's willing to meet you there defensively as well.
And so now a timeout called by Jason Kidd. He's ready to talk things through with them. Derek Lively, he's checked in for Washington. Alexander Saw, he's checked in for Washington.
Shooting 2.
And the first one drops. Tim, this is going to hit home, and I'm sorry about it, but it's going on 5 decades since the Washington Wizards have enjoyed a 50-win season.
Kevin, you're breaking my heart. A couple generations have passed. So if this rebuild requires some patience, fans in the DMV are saying, what's a few more years?
Gafford cans them both. You see a lot of pick and rolls, but you also, Greg, hear about inverted screens. Can you explain to the viewers what that means?
Yeah, that's where your guard actually is the one setting the pick for the bigger player, and having little guys who are willing to put their body on the line. You think of a Steph Curry, a John Stockton, 2 of the best to ever do it.
Well, he has dictated the tempo this entire quarter, getting basically whatever he wants offensively.
Pass to Song. Here's Carrington. He has 7. Here's George. Some solid defense from Gafford.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Lively the pass to Russell to the middle. Here's Flag. Back to Gafford. Russell from long range. Here's Lively. Nice work on the board. It's paying off with the basket. Lively's got the lead up to 14 now for the Mavericks. Last game for the Mavericks, they picked up the W against the Lakers in L.A. Koulibaly with a screen on Russell. Gafford against George. Now Sarr, 6 points for him. The Wizards with another miss.
That's just unlucky. You don't mind him taking that shot at all.
Lively the pass to Davis, and the shot is good.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And there are a few players who can dominate on both ends, but Anthony Davis is certainly among them.
Yeah, he's one of the most dynamic defenders in the game, Kevin, and offensively, he can hurt you in a multitude of ways, whether it's off the dribble, posting, or facing up.
Klay Thompson, he's checked in for the Mavericks. That one misses for Davis. We know about the length and the athleticism, Tim, of Lively. But what do you like about his skill and maybe the way he sees the game?
Yeah, this league has seen a lot of guys with that type of length and athletic ability, but what sets him apart, he's got great instincts for where to get open, instincts how to rebound, where the ball is coming off, and then also, I just think his conditioning level is very high.
And Brian Keefe wants a timeout. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy.
Checking out the numbers for Davis. Last season, he played outstanding. Last year, averaging 24 points per, 11 rebounds, and just over 2 blocks. And he's been a rock in the middle for them over that stretch of games. Dominating the glass is his trademark.
Yeah, controlling the boards helps your team in so many ways. You get those extra possessions. You can dictate the flow of the game, things like that.
Here's Song. He saw him with 10 points last game. Koulibaly finds Carrington. McCollum outside to halt the run. Good D by Thompson.
All the energy is on the other side right now, and every miss just makes it work.
Yeah, it's just time to settle everything down. Get high percentage looks and then D up.
Back to Lively. Davis surveying the floor. Back to Lively. No good. Not a friendly rim at all this trip down. Wizards trail by 18. And here's McCollum for three. And Lively pulls it down. Lively's got 4 rebounds in this game. Here's Russell. It's rebounded by Coulibaly. Washington's gone 1 of 6 from three-point land in the second quarter. Less than 20%. But they've continued to let him fly.
And if you foul Middleton in the act, you may as well chalk the point up. He's always been a very consistent free throw shooter.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
And last season, 86% from the line. So he's always had that calm presence at the line no matter the situation.
And good depth for this Mavs roster, Tim, at just about every position. It looks like they've got options.
Well, it's helping them weather the Kyrie injury. Anthony Davis, you know, will tend to miss some games, so it's always nice to have a reliable backup.
Now here's Thompson. 12 points his last outing, and that one's good.
And that's one way to extend the lead. Continue to light it up from long range. They have all the confidence in the world right now from the three-point line.
Here's Coulibaly. Sarr with a screen on Davis. Middleton the pass to Sarr. Sarr against Lively. Right side Russell. Outside Davis. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Second personal foul.
It goes on Chris Middleton.
Smart play by Davis. Rises up through the contact to draw that whistle.
Taking 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
And that one falls for Anthony Davis. So, Tim, the District of Columbia and the Wizards reaching a deal to keep them in D.C. through 2050.
Along with a project to expand the arena complex, create an entertainment district, and implement safety and transportation upgrades. Really exciting stuff.
And so Anthony Davis nails both of them. Tim, in your career, you played at every level of basketball, pro and college and before. What's the single biggest change in your mind as far as professional basketball outside the NBA?
Well, Kevin, I think globally the level of play has just risen dramatically. There's a much greater belief now that you can actually make it to the league, even if you're playing outside this country. And then the G League has created a much more streamlined path for those who want to work their way into the league.
G League has been terrific.
Sure has.
Emphatic finish by Cooper Flag. Boy, is he intense.
Washington has gone 1 of 6 from three-point land in the second quarter. Less than 20%, but they've continued to let him fly. Here's Carrington. He has 7. Here's Middleton. That's short off the rim.
The players avoid taking mid-range shots these days. It's almost like the threes are easier for players to get.
Here's Flag. The rebound by Carrington. The Wizards shooting a lackluster 38% for the game, struggling so far. Good.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Russell passes to Lively. Bounce pass Davis. Dallas moving it around. Pass to Flag. Over Coulibaly. And it's Flag missing.
Well, he's certainly more than capable of hitting that shot, but somehow, even with no defense, he came away empty.
And here's McCollum. Launches it. That shot, no good. Closing out the quarter with a 20-point lead. From the field, they have been outstanding. Amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. We come back right after this.
Hey, please direct your attention to center court. And get ready for the fan half-court shot. Ooh, they're measuring up the shot.
Hey folks, first off, let's take a look at the overall NBA schedule on tap for tonight. The Houston Rockets will be playing against the Thunder in Oklahoma City. 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time is the tip-off.
This is the kind of game everyone tunes in for. Should be a good one.
I'm right there with you, getting the popcorn ready. Got some gummy bears for you. Got some, what else you want, Kenny?
Chocolate raisins.
Anything else, Shaq?
Chocolate chip cookies. How about some barbecue chicken?
And switching gears now to that first half. Big hill to climb for the Washington Wizards.
Well, first off, they're getting worked on the glass. Maybe I need to go down there and show them how to establish position.
Uh-oh, Dr. O'Neill's School of Rebounding in session. And that about wraps it up. And as the third quarter is about to begin, we go to Kevin Harlan for the call.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. You look at Anthony Davis in this game, he's been everywhere.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
And that will be the biggest adjustment. They have to force the ball out of his hands, but that's a difficult challenge.
Mavericks leading by 20. Here's who Brian Keefe is starting the second half with. In the backcourt, it's Carrington and McCollum. Chris Middleton is out there with Koulibaly. And it's Sarr in at the center, filling out the middle. Davis against Middleton. Rebound by the Wizards. Carrington with the ball. Pass to Sarr. It's not going to go for him. Good work defensively by Lively. Let's go to the sideline and see what Allie LaForce has dug up for us. Allie, take it away.
Thanks a lot. Derek Lively uses his mobility to his advantage. He said, quote, "I like to turn the game into a track meet because I can't outmuscle anybody. But I can definitely get around people, I can outrun them, and I have to be able to use my stamina and energy to get up and down as much as I can." Back to you.
Smart approach. Allie, as always, we appreciate your reporting. Here's Carrington. The Mavericks making the shot. McCollum outside. A floater, and he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for two. You know, you've got to be impressed with the size and athleticism of this Mavericks front court, Tim.
And now the addition of Cooper Flagg at small forward. So in addition to all the length and mobility they already had, this now makes them the match of any team in the league in that regard.
2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one. And this Wizards team, Greg, giving its young players every opportunity to develop.
Yeah, these young guys were the NBA equivalent of drinking from a fire hose. But after years of just treading water and mediocrity, I think the fans appreciate the clear sense of direction from this group.
And so McCollum nails both of them.
And one of the things about C.J. McCollum, it's not just about his numbers. It's also about how good of a teammate he is. It's really a great example for younger players.
Now, here is Russell. No good from 11 feet. we're just about a minute and a half into the third quarter of basketball. It's stolen by Davis. Here's Lively. And they recover it. Russell kicks to Thompson. Inside. Here's Davis. Field goal number 9. He's 9 of 12 with that basket.
And a big reason they have this lead is the way he's shooting the ball.
Here's Saar. Good, and the assist goes to Middleton.
Assisted.
Middleton's got his third assist on the night.
Letting the big man Saar go to work inside. I like seeing him being aggressive down low.
Now, here's Thompson. Davis setting the pick for Thompson. And finished off by Davis.
Well, this team relies on his scoring, and no shocker, he's done his part.
Pass to Saar. Now here's McCollum. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Now Coulibaly over flag. Coulibaly no good. Here's flag, defended by Middleton. And finished off by Lively.
Every coach in this league loves assisted baskets. It indicates your offense is flowing the way it's supposed to.
And Brian Keefe wants a timeout. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. Let's take a look at last year's leading shot blockers. You don't want one of these guys in front of you when you're coming down the lane. Fourth, Anthony Davis.
And shot blocking is the element of the game that I think he cares about the most. That's where he puts in that effort and energy.
Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. Pass to Saar. Saar with a screen on Thompson. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Lively.
And with the moment, let's check out some stats for Thompson. How he did last season. Averaged about 14 points, 3 rebounds, and 2 assists. And he's also a bit of a stopper defensively. They put him in, and their defense really tightens up.
And that's such a valuable tool for this team. His defense can really shift the momentum.
And give McCollum credit. It's big for his confidence when he's able to muscle these shots in.
Outside, Russell. Pass to flag. And they double up Davis. Dallas moving it around. A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. And here is Davis. Now Lively. He's guarded by McCollum. Lively finds Davis. Out to Thompson. Now, here is Russell. Defended by Carrington. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
And that's pro. Russell gets his man a little out of position and draws the foul.
It's his first trip to the line.
Russell taking 2 shots.
Free throw good, Russell.
Whether it's points, steals, or passes, Russell is out here working hard to give you what you need.
And so Russell hits them both. The Wizards have gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. Pass to Coulibaly. Saar sets the screen for Coulibaly. Washington needs to get a shot off here. And the rejection by Lively. On the wing, Thompson. And he's good on the 3-ball. Thompson's got 6 points. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for the Mavericks.
They made a point to protect the rim, challenging shots all game long, and the block total is off the charts.
I've been really impressed with how intense their defense has been. They are picking up steals left and right, which is disrupting their opponent's rhythm.
Lively a screen on McCollum. To the inside, to the right side. And a wide open look for Flag. Out to the right wing. It's good from long range. 13 points in the game.
An effective three-point shot is going to be crucial to Flag's success in the NBA.
Washington calls timeout. And the Wizards with possession. Pass to Coulibaly. Back to Middleton. Here's McCollum. Beyond the arc. It's rebounded by Dallas. Flag's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. So, great for Cooper Flag. Both of his parents were college basketball players.
Yeah, and I love that Cooper's mom calls him String Though at this point, he's a powerful young man. And he also has a twin brother, Ace, who's got some talent as well.
That's a great look at that move from the Connected Cam, sponsored by AT&T. Up top, Sarn, lively defending. Pass to Carrington. He lobs up the alley-oop pass, stolen by Lively. Russell with it. Now defended by Sarn. Now Davis. Now Flag. They get it back. Davis on the follow.
Well, unless the defense adjusts, I don't see any change here. He has flat out taken over this game with his scoring.
Carrington with the ball. He's guarded by Russell. Can they get it? And it's Carrington missing. And it's Russell with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Mavericks. And Davis throws it down.
And Davis making the game look so easy. He's having fun out there right now and putting up a big scoring number.
Carrington bounce pass. And it's McCollum in the corner. Just 4 to shoot. 18 feet out. The Wizards with another miss.
And he can't let that get to him. He should have made it, but he's got to focus on the next one.
Pass to Thompson. Down low. Here's Davis. Sarr against Lively. Now Flag. Over McCollum. And Chris Middleton pulls it down. Middleton's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Pass to Carrington. Sarr the screen. Carrington with the ball. Russell's there. Fires from the wing. Carrington, that's good. Carrington's got 9 points.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
Well, you just have to communicate those switches. If you don't, it's on you. Nothing going his way this quarter offensively. Time to recalibrate.
And when it comes off the hands of a shooter like Middleton, there's just something so pretty and fluid about the pull-up.
Now, here is Russell. Pass to Flag. Davis sets a screen. And that one's good. Flag. He's got 15.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Now Middleton. Sarr sets the screen for Middleton. Good work defensively by Lively.
Well, his poor shooting hasn't helped them much, but you can't point the finger solely at him for why they're behind.
Yeah, that's the third bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
The Mavericks have shot the ball well from the free throw line, 8 of 9.
And their numbers from the line last season, they're good, just not great, about 77% as a team.
Looking at who's out there now for the Mavericks. Daniel Gafford's checked in for Derek Lively. P.J. Washington comes in for Flagg. Christie's checked in for Klay Thompson. And it's Najee Marshall in for D'Angelo Russell.
Well, one of the more versatile bigs in this league. AD can guard anyone and can attack from anywhere on the floor.
Out of bounds, Wizards ball as Washington keeps possession. On defense, Dallas goes up to the stripe, and Middleton, the basket on the assist by George. Middleton's got 11 points.
Well, he's not the reason they're down right now. He has played smart, efficient basketball.
Gafford a screen on Johnson. Now, here's Marshall, covered by Johnson. Rebound by Kispert. For Washington, they've gone 6 of 14 since halftime. A little cold from the field. Whitmore, rebound by Marshall. It's been a nice stretch for them offensively.
I mean, the communication's great. The movement's been really good. This is solid team basketball.
He's just a natural scorer. The defense reacting to that pump from Davis.
This will be his 5th trip to the free throw line.
He struggled mightily at the free throw line in their last game.
And the first one at the line is good.
And one of the best big men in the game, Davis, continuing to prove how dominant he is.
No good on the second free throw. Wizards shooting down near the 40% mark since after. They've been slow getting going.
And running with a full head of steam, but completely under control.
In this league, you run whenever you can. It's so much easier to score in transition.
And the Mavericks with possession here after the basket by Washington. Inside, throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a three-point play. That's on Cam Whitmore.
He powers through. Size and skill. That is a tough tandem to contend with.
For Dallas, they have been shooting right around 75% at the line, 9 of 12 so far. Here's what Washington's going with right now. Vukcevic is checked in, and it's C.J. McCollum in for Cam Whitmore. And that one falls for Gafford. 1:41 left in the third quarter. And so McCollum will bring it up for the Wizards. Pass to Johnson. George sets a screen for Johnson. And he makes good on the layup.
That wingspan of Johnson helps him score around the rim. It's about 6'10", which is very good for a wing.
Here's Christie. Shot from 16. Rebound by Kispert. Kispert's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Pass to McCollum. Back to Kispert. McCollum outside. 5 to shoot. And there it is for him. McCollum's got 17 now.
And the offense has just flowed through McCollum all night, whether that's finding people or repeatedly attacking like he does right there.
Marshall can't hit. Washington shooting for the game at 42%. Here's Kispert. That's in, coming off the assist from McCollum. Kispert's got his first 2 points. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Marshall passes to Davis. In the corner, it's Gafford. Pass to Washington. Outside for Davis. The three. No good on that one. And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead, and this one may already have been decided. The Mavericks on top, opening up a huge gap. And coming up as soon as we... And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his speed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Well, I like the fact he didn't telegraph it. That's poetry in motion right there.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Christie is out there with Najee Marshall. Then there's Daniel Gafford. Then there's P.J. Washington. And it's Martin in at the power forward position. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas. Christie finds Marshall. Now here's Gafford. Pass to Washington. Unloads from 13. Here's Christie. Lets it go from deep. The offensive rebound. Marshall deciding where to go with it. Dallas moving the ball around. Now, here's Washington. Again, the miss by the Mavericks.
And they're winning this game despite his difficulties at the offensive end.
Gill, the pass to Johnson. George against Christie. McCollum up top. Puts it up from 12. That shot misses. The Mavericks have gone 0 of 3 to start the fourth quarter. Washington with a screen on McCollum. Here's Marshall. Martin, the pass to Christie. Back to Martin. Dallas needs to get off a shot. From deep, Washington. Gill with the rebound.
Well, he's over, but they're still winning, and that's really all that matters.
McCollum with the screen for Johnson. And it's Kispert in the corner. McCollum outside. Uses the glass to finish the layup. McCollum's got 19 points.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
And Marshall kicks to Gafford. Pass to Washington. Gill with the rebound.
He is just struggling right now to find his way and trying to regain his confidence.
And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. And here's McCollum for 3. Again, McCollum missing.
Well, he had 1 3-pointer in the first half, but so far in the second, he's come up with goose eggs.
Christie. Washington with the rebound.
Nothing seems to be going down for him today.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
And GA, you look at all these great European players. Some saying that youth development in the U.S. could emulate aspects of what they're doing overseas in their systems.
Well, it's already going in that direction. Youngsters able to, in essence, go pro from their early teens. But the academies they've set up over there,
Take a break.
they
Take a
are,
break.
no doubt,
2
intriguing.
shots.
That free throw good from George. And the Mavericks making a change here. Exum's checked in, and a change for the Wizards. Sar's checked in for Gill. And George drops them both. And so it's Exum with it. He'll bring it up for the Dallas Mavericks. Nothing doing offensively yet for them in the fourth. And Jason Kidd is called timeout. It's a chance for them to regroup and refocus. Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Tim, as we look at the area of modern medicine, isn't it amazing how it's helping extend playing careers?
Yeah, it's really incredible, Kevin, how these procedures now are so much less invasive. Guys come back sooner and they're able to play longer. Just look at Klay Thompson gifting his 2022 championship ring to the doctor who performed his Achilles surgery. Now that's the kind of impact these doctors are having.
It really is amazing. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've got about 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. McCollum with the bounce pass. On the wing, Johnson. He's defended by Exum. Johnson can't hit. Dallas has gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. Gafford passes to Washington. Can't hit that one. Excellent D there from George. For Washington, they've gone just 1 of 6 in the field to start the fourth quarter. A bit of a slowdown for them right now. Sarr gets the bucket.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Exum deciding where to go with it. Gafford kicks to Washington. Trying to end the drought.
Great timing on the rejection there. This young kid, Sarr, has major defensive potential.
McCollum against Washington. And Johnson now top of the key. 5 on the clock. Rebounded by Gafford.
Oh, you have a feeling this would be a completely different game if it wasn't for his brutal shooting performance.
And that one drops for him.
Well, if you work the ball inside, it is going to pay dividends.
McCollum outside. Over Marshall. And it's off the back rim. No good. The Mavericks shooting 48% from the field. Not bad at all. Count it. Gafford's got 22 points.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Well, the way this game is going, I'm actually not surprised it was that easy for him.
And he gives that rim a good tug on the way down.
That's how you drive your point home right there. Here's Marshall after the basket by Washington. Now Washington pass to Christie. Here's Exum. Knocks down the 3-ball. Exum's got himself on the board with 3 there.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Well, they certainly have the shooters to do it. It's just about finding that rhythm.
Now here's McCollum. Johnson outside. Over Exum. Johnson can't hit.
And there have been some terrible shot choices here, Kev. That's not a good look at all.
Now here's Marshall. He's guarded by McCollum. Christie with it. Pass to Washington. Here's Exum. Washington with the rebound. Sarr's got 5 rebounds tonight. Guys, they're lking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Johnson finds Saar. And here's McCollum. And McCollum with the slam.
And how about the vertical McCollum has? He may have even surprised himself there.
Lobbed up there for Gafford. Hammers the alley-oop through.
And the pass there floated it up to the precise spot it needed to be.
And no messing around on the finish. He powers it through. McCollum deciding where to go with it. Lets it go from the wing. A rebound by Washington.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
Here's Gafford. And Gafford throws it down.
Well, he led his teammate and hit him in stride. You really can't do it any better than that.
Gafford with the steal. Now, here's Exum. He's guarded by Johnson. And here's Exum. Pass to Christie. Shoots over Johnson. Washington with the rebound. Saar's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Into the lane, and Saar throws it down.
So much fluidity from Saar, going right at the rim with that slam.
Dallas has gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth. To the paint, and stolen by Saar. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Second personal foul.
Aggressive move by Saar. Love seeing that.
Elbow. 2.
Officiating is always a hot topic among fans, Greg. That's never going to go away. And some people think the game is called too closely now.
Careful, Kevin. We don't need any fines over here. Fans are bound to get frustrated with certain calls, but overall, I think our officials do a great job, and the game is about as fair as it can be.
And he can't get the first one. And it's a completely new group on the floor for the Mavericks. The Wizards also changing it up. Chris Middleton's checked in for Keyshawn George. Coulibaly comes in for Corey Kispert. And Carlton Carrington subbed in for Johnson. And the second free throw, good. Well, going into a promising draft like this past summer, Greg, are losing teams trying to secure that lottery ticket to the stars?
Well, you look at the last, 4.5 decades worth of champions, only 5 of those teams were led by a player taken outside the top 7 in the draft. So you can see why teams are trying to draft so high.
And you got to remember, Davis played point guard in high school, so his passing is very well developed.
Pass to Carrington. Now here's Middleton. He's guarded by Davis. Fades. And that one, good.
And that's his game. Middleton knows he's out there to shoot the rock whenever he gets a good look.
Thompson outside. Russell sets a screen for Thompson. Here is Davis. GA, in recent seasons, we've seen the MVP debate get a little contentious.
I mean, every year there's about 3 or 4 guys who are deserving of the award. And the closer the race is, I think the more heated things tend to get. So especially since the criteria for the award is so subjective.
And so it's Washington with it, following the score by Dallas. Davis against Middleton.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
There's 1:59 left here in the fourth quarter. That one is no good. He is 6 for 11 in the game. On the wing, Davis, defended by Middleton. Dallas moving it around. Lively sets a screen for Russell. Off target from three-point range.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
And he doesn't have to do it alone. He's got 4 teammates on the floor.
Bucket is good.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for Dallas.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And this is a great way for them to kick off this season series. 2 more games ahead, and they've taken the mental advantage with this win tonight.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Davis.
Yeah, no doubt. He was the most impactful player for their offense tonight.
And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. P.J. Washington, he's checked in for Davis. Christie comes in for Flag. Dante Exum, he's checked in for Klay Thompson. And it's Marshall in for D'Angelo Russell. 44 seconds left in the fourth. McCollum outside. Middleton outside. Pass to Carrington. Now here's McCollum. Yes, that goes in.
At this point, they're just trying to get back in sync. You want to play a good brand of basketball.
Well, they have finally found something that's working, but it's against a defense that clearly has led up since they have the lead.
Now, here's Exum. So no problem for Dallas as they get the win, and the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to relinquish it.
Well, we've got a moment now. Let's go courtside to Allie LaForce. Allie.
I'm here now with Klay Thompson. And Klay, congratulations on the win. How satisfying is it winning games in front of this devoted crowd?
Well, we always want to put on a show for our fans. They deserve it. They show up every single night. And it's just fun to protect home court.
It's one of the best places to play in the league, no doubt. Thanks, Klay.
Terrific job, Allie. Thank you so much. That was enjoyable. That concludes the first game of the NBA season. Alongside Tim Legler, Greg Anthony, and our reporter, Allie LaForce, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching, folks. But first, let's reveal our player of the game, Anthony Davis.